Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today we're diving into the world of jaw-dropping fortune coins, because that old USA quarter lying in your pocket or drawer could secretly be worth a life-changing amount of money. From the most talked about 1979 quarters to the legendary bicentennial coins that collectors are chasing like crazy, some of these rare eras and ultra-high-grade pieces have been known to sell for thousands, even shocking the world with insane auction prices. So hold tight, check your coins, and let's uncover whether you're sitting on just 25 cents or a hidden treasure worth a fortune. Let's get started. Here's the honest, upfront truth about the idea of a super rare 1979 bicentennial quarter dollar from the US, and why the legend that such a coin could make you a billionaire is almost certainly more wishful than real. Read this carefully. If you happen to own one of these coins or think you do, it's worth checking out the facts. But don't count on instant riches. For starters, the term bicentennial in US coinage usually refers to coins dated 1776 to 1976 that were struck to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence. The standard quarter dollar version had the Washington bust on the obverse and a special drummer boy / independence theme reverse, and was issued in huge numbers. In contrast, a legitimate 1979 quarter is not part of that 1776 to 1976 bicentennial series, so the premise of a 1979 bicentennial quarter is already suspect. If it's labeled 1979, it would not carry the double date 1776 to 1976 legend, and therefore wouldn't be part of the commemorative issue. So what about a 1979 quarter that is rare, maybe with errors or special minting, and therefore very valuable? That hunch has some merit, but it comes with big caveats. According to numismatic sources, quarters from 1979 regular clad composition were minted in enormous quantities, hundreds of millions at Philadelphia and Denver. When a coin was struck in huge numbers and circulated widely, the chances of finding one in truly pristine, flawless, ultra-rare condition becomes slim, and thus the value typically doesn't skyrocket, unless there's something truly extraordinary. Major error, extremely low mintage proof, etc. In fact, for the actual bicentennial quarters, the 1976 17.7, 61976 issues, most circulated coins are only worth face value, or modestly more, unless they have special characteristics: very high-grade mint state, rare mint mark, silver proof version, or dramatic minting errors. For example, the general clad issue of the 1976 bicentennial quarter often sells for only a few dollars in uncirculated grade. Sources say that coins with ordinary features, even uncirculated, are not automatically worth thousands or millions. One site puts the overall value levels: there were just too many sold. It will take a long time before they have any real value. So when someone claims millions for one of these, you need to dig in deeper if you have a genuine specimen with one or more of these qualities. Extremely high grade, a major minting error, for example a double die, a missing mint mark, or silver composition when a clad was expected. Then yes, there are rare examples which command significant premiums. For instance, one article lists the most valuable bicentennial quarter worth money and highlights that coins graded very high is 67 plus, for example, or with known die variety. Double die obverse have fetched higher prices, but higher in that context still means thousands of dollars, not necessarily millions in most cases. Let's walk through the logical checklist you should use. If you believe you own a rare coin of this type, confirm the date and type. If your coin says 1979 and has the standard Washington design with eagle reverse pre-state series, it's probably not the 1776 to 1976 commemorative issue that greatly reduces the specialness factor. For a true bicentennial commemorative quarter, it would have the 1776 to 1976 date and the special reverse check, the mint mark. Most circulated quarters from Philadelphia, no mint mark or Denver D in the standard series, were produced in huge runs if it has an S mint mark. San Francisco or is a proof version that may raise interest, but the key is whether the piece is rare by mint, location, or type, not just the mint mark alone. Condition matters hugely. Coins that show even light were dropped dramatically in value, compared to those in pristine mint state, nowhere full luster, Excellent strike detail. Collectors pay huge premiums for mismint state grades, especially when graded by professional coin grading services. Composition/variety/errors are standard. Clad composition coin will generally be less valuable if your coin is silver rare in quarters after 1964, except for special sets or has a major mint error, double die missing, mint mark off center, etc. It may be significantly more valuable. One report even mentions a rare bicentennial quarter, nearing $20,000 because of an error that shows what's possible, but again, it's very rare. Market demand/mintage numbers. Rarity plays a big role if the mintage was high. Many millions then. Even uncirculated coins may not fetch enormous sums. For the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial quarter, mintage figures were huge, over 800 million from Philadelphia alone. So in many cases, supply outstrips demand for common grades, depressing the price. Putting that together, if you own a 1979 or 1976 quarter and you want to hope it's worth millions, you'd need several things aligned: unusual composition or error, extremely low surviving population, superb condition, strong collector demand. If any one of those is missing, the coin could still be collectible, but may only be worth tens, maybe hundreds or a few $1,000s, not necessarily millions. Another factor. Folklore and hype often inflate expectations. Many articles, videos or social posts claim coins worth millions, and you'll find sensational headlines, but often those refer to very unique one-offs, or include errors or misattributions, or the realized sale price is far less than the hype. As one Reddit thread noted, someone asked about a proof bicentennial, and got expert advice. They all said about $5. That underlines how in many cases, the value may be modest. So what should you do? If you believe you have one of these coins, first, don't spend it casually in daily use. If there's any chance it has special value, you'll want to preserve its condition. Avoid cleaning it. Avoid scratching. Keep away from moisture or contact. Second, get it professionally examined. A reputable coin dealer or numismatist can assess whether your coin has an error, unusual variety, or qualifies for grading. If it does, you might then consider submitting it to a recognized grading service, e.g. PCGS and GC, to get a certified grade. That process has costs, but it often enhances market value because buyers trust certified grades. To sum up, the idea that standard circulation bicentennial quarters could make you a billionaire overnight is extremely unlikely. It's far more realistic to expect modest premiums, and only very rare exceptions will reach high values. If you own such a coin, you may be atop something special, but you'll want to verify the details: date, mint mark, variety, condition, and get proper professional assessment if you like. I can check recent auction records of 1979 quarters and 1976 bicentennial quarters with major errors to see the highest realized prices, so you can compare realistic values rather than the hype. Would you like me to dig that up? Thanks for watching my video.